In this segment of the North Oak Stretching Series, we'll be looking at hip mobility and exercise to help with that. Our first section of hip mobility will be dealing with hurdles. Hurdle drills, as this is known among many track teams. We'll be having Vanessa and Brody assist us in this. Our first drill is just going to be a simple walkover. With this, we want to have hurdles that are set to the height of the shortest person's hip. If you have a large group of people with tall hips and short hips, you can have two different sets of hurdles. Say you're at a school that doesn't have a hurdle. What we can do is set up a row of chairs or barriers so that they can get over top of them with their feet. Preferably adjustable, but not necessary. For a walkover, what we're going to have the athlete do is pick a leg to start with, step over the top, attempting to bring the heel up over. With this, I want you to notice that they're driving the knee up, allowing the foot to clear. As we're doing this, also, I want you to notice that their hips and shoulders are facing forwards the entire time. With this, we're emphasizing the hips opening and the flexibility of the hips. Our next drill is called 2 forward and 1 backwards. I want you to notice that every drill that we're doing, we're starting facing the hurdle with the legs and the supports facing backwards. This is a safety issue so that if they do hit, the hurdles will just tip forward. Now, in the 2 forward, 1 back, we're going to start with the leg, step over just like before. We're also going to do a second hurdle just like that. The difference comes with now we're going to step backwards 1 hurdle. Even with the backward steps, we're emphasizing the athlete picking that knee up and carrying that foot over top of the hurdle. As Brody starts, after Vanessa has finished her second one, I want you to notice that he's not bringing his foot around the end of the hurdle. He's bringing them squarely over the top. Once they finish their second round, then the next athlete can start. Our next one is going to be known as a Scizor Kick. For this one, they're actually going to be facing the side of the hurdle, but still starting with the feet facing backwards. Now, with this, we're going to have Vanessa show a straight leg version. This is going to be an easier version of the Scizor Kick for those that don't have quite the hip mobility to do Brody's version. So what she's going to do is step over with 1 leg and then the second leg. Over with the first leg, over with the second leg for the length of the hurdles. Now with Brody, we're going to demonstrate a more advanced or intermediate movement. He's going to go over with his knee bent. This allows for more hip flexion and therefore will increase flexibility more. Now with all other stretches and warm-ups, we want to make sure that the athletes get both sides equally. So we've been alternating steps on the previous hurdle drills. On this one, we'll have to actually go the opposite way. So now we're going to have Vanessa and Brody go back the opposite way with the other leg leading, but they're going to go at a quicker pace, more of a advanced maneuver. So first Vanessa will kick over the first one and then use a hop and a jump technique to get over. Brody once again will demonstrate with his legs bent, going over the same way. With this, you want to make sure that the athletes are set up for the proper height hurdle. For our last hurdle drill, it's called the over-under. As you notice, Brody has raised the middle hurdle up 2 levels from what it was. You want to do this for every other hurdle on the way down. We're always going to face to the side with this one, alternating every trip through. So Vanessa will face the camera on this one. She's going to step over sideways. Now, as you notice, she's going to go underneath the hurdle, stepping through with the lead leg, and then stepping over the next one. As Brody begins, I want you to notice that he's staying square to the camera the whole time. He's actually changing his hip level to get over and under. Now, with Vanessa, she's going to go through the other way, once again, always leading with the opposite leg. And I want you to notice that instead of just bending forward, she's emphasizing lowering the hips, which is going to help open the hips up for all kinds of athletic maneuvers, especially squats, cleans, snatch, or any other explosive maneuvers. Next up, we're going to talk about running drills, A, B, and C skip.